Hey, my name is Parker Shell, and I'm standing here on the set of Balm and Gilead. Our play we just did, I was an actor as two characters, written by Lanford Wilson. One was a transsexual. That was an experience, let me tell you. I've never shaved my legs or my armpits ever in my life. I had never planned on it. But you really got to get in touch with the character. You got to get in tune with the way that women think, right? And so for me, that was quite the experience. I had to develop relationships with men in my class that I might not necessarily have ever developed before, and just explore myself in different ways than I would be most usually comfortable. The other character I got to play was Stranger. We called him Stranger Danger, and he kind of came in and he was the mafia hitman guy. He worked for one of the big suppliers in the area, and he threatens the lead character, and he says, you know what, if you don't do what we ask, we're gonna kill you. And so for me to have this type of play really grounded me, and it made me trust myself, not only as necessarily maybe a lead actor, but in a character actor too, which was the challenging part for me this time. I'm here with Gerard Overvorder. We just finished Balm and Gilead. He played the role of Dopey, and I see he's doing Sudoku right now, which is kind of polar opposite from characters. So
we should be doing the weather right now.
How'd you do it?
It took a little while to tap into it. It's a very tough play to understand when you first read it. There's a lot going on. But as we got into it, you kind of just find that in some ways you can do whatever you want. Like I'm telling Dopey's story. I'm on stage most of the play. Not all of it, and all that time it's not really scripted. You get to go around and you have your own relationships with the people that you're with, or your scene partners, and you get to just ad-lib and play around, which was a blast. So you kind of find your character in the ad-libbing, in the decisions you make there. No, I don't think there could have been a better play for a class this size. With us all being on the stage at the same time, everyone is a lead in this play.
All right, now we're going to go over here to this little table, and we're going to talk to Adrian, who played the role of Tim. He's an alcoholic, so we're going to be really careful. Hey, Tim, can you tell us how you felt throughout the play, playing drunk?
At first, I didn't want to play the drunk, but it was a lot of fun because I get drunk a lot in real life, and it was fun to use much stuff from real life that I experienced for the play, and it was really interesting and just adapting like the time. This play was about the 60s, so I did a lot of research and everything, and like how people were always intoxicated back then, even a lot more than nowadays. And that was a lot of fun to play in this, and I had a lot of fun playing Tim, all drunk and stuff. But at the end of the play, I went all sober, so it was like drunk and then hungover and then sober. I thought this play was just very well picked. We had a very big class, like all perfectly casted. It was a lot of fun to do with everyone in my class, and it's really interesting. It was the most unique play I've ever been in and ever played. Yeah, it's really different. It's fun.
So come with me, and we're going to go and talk to Elliot over at the center table. Elliot, how are you doing? I hear that you got to play the role of Tig in the play, and if I'm not wrong, that character Tig is kind of an animal. He kind of hunts within the cafe, outside of the cafe. Can you explain to me why you came up with such a character?
I don't know what you're talking about. An animal? You're calling me an animal? Huh? You people are the fucking animals, I'll tell you that much. You should go home and read the Bible.
Your character, he swings both ways. He's not any one way, and he ends up taking a transvestite upstairs and paying for it. Explain what went through your mind at that moment in time.
Well, I like to think that I transcend such labels as gay and straight, weak and strong, male and female. It's all really the same, isn't it? When you come really down to it, it's just humans.
We're going to go talk to Babe, who's a silent creature throughout the play, and we'll hear what she has to say. If she does speak, we're not quite sure, but I see she's found a place on the floor. Come with me, please. How's the air down here?
It's comfy. It's good. It's nice.
Throughout the first whole half of the play, you sat on a chair, you did not move. Did you think?
Of course. Well, it's an interesting thing because doing the research of exactly what kind of heroin causes on the body and what kind of damages it does over the many years of repeatedly doing heroin and whatnot. And I mean, yeah, like my character was silent and she kind of had certain mannerisms that heroin addicts normally do, but it was difficult as an actor, and just sitting there and listening to everyone around you and trying to kind of stay in the zone of what it would be like if you were actually on heroin and yet still like being able to keep your cues and everything.
You also chose to not shower for 5 days. Now I love the choice. Now explain, how do you feel in your personal life without showering for 5 days?
I showered to correct everyone. I just did not shampoo my hair. I rinsed it, I just did not shampoo because apparently it's really healthy for your hair. That's gross. It was a choice I made because I wanted to get the realness, the aesthetics of obviously what it would really be like to be a heroin addict, and the fact that you probably haven't showered for a while, and the fact that they aren't able to take care of themselves because they're trapped in this loop of heroin. And I mean, all that's on your mind is when you're gonna get your next shot of heroin, and I mean, you're not thinking about showering or like looking nice, as you can see my makeup, but yeah.
You're a graduate from this school now, so the class actually brought you back in because we wanted somebody we could trust and work with. How did that feel for you?
Well, I mean, that's one of the amazing things about this school is if you're a really hard worker and if you're really dedicated and you're very serious about this profession, and that they encourage you, especially to come back with the class and kind of see how everyone has grown and just kind of show your level of profession and kind of help them out, and they kind of help you out, and just being surrounded in the environment is absolutely amazing.
But we got one more person we're gonna interview today, with Darlene sitting at the bench, and she was our lead actress. So we're gonna follow me outside. Come this way. To our wonderful Darlene.
Her thing is she's looking for a friend. She's looking for just someone to connect to. So her desperation to make a relationship with Joe, who clearly, from an audience perspective, is not interested whatsoever, it's really kind of an interesting thing for me as an actor to play out, because I would say I'm a lot more upfront about that sort of thing. In my personal life, I kind of say, hey, I'm interested, you want to? No? Okay, cool. Lost your chance, buddy. See you later. So that was fun playing into that. I'm having a blast. It was kind of interesting working on this play with such a big group, because there's so many scenes where there's these overlapping lines and they're really tricky, and we had to spend tons of time on them respectfully, to get them perfect. It's also, such a pleasure working with every teacher. Every teacher has their own take on what creativity is and what you need to bring forth as an actor, and that's been a nice thing to have over the course of being a student here at New Image, is that all of the teachers, as they get to know your work more and more, they have more trust in you, and they have more that they can work with because they've seen more of you. So that's really cool. I mean, the teachers, they're the best part of this school. So
Thanks for watching this episode. If you'd like to watch more episodes and learn more about our school and our programs, visit newimage.ca. See you next time.